Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, welcome to Knicks and Ish. What is the one thing the NBA always says? There is no lead that is safe. And when you're playing on the biggest stage, with the brightest lights, with all the stars, ladies and gentlemen, when you're playing against the New York Knicks, no lead is safe. You cannot stop this team. But let's just get into it. I know we all have a very lot of plans for the holidays, so we're going to do this very quick. I'm your boy, the infamous one, Knickerbocker Ave. I'm joined right now by the one and only Fraz Taz, the Parlay Lord. And you already know what time it is. It's time to talk that Knicks and Ish. So please, if you will, make sure you're hitting that like, that comment, that subscribe. And Fraz, if you will.
Hit the intro.
All of a sudden, it doesn't want to play.
Mic check 1, 2.
Action!
Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back the melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to Reset. Fuck LeBron. Fuck everybody on LeBron. When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
Yeah. Live and direct on your Christmas YouTube screen. It is your favorite Knicks and Ish panel. And yes, of course, y'all already know the Christmas rivalry. Because I am the one and only Parlay Lord, a.k.a. Fast Taz, here in the building. Right now, I got my good brother, the one and only, infamous Knickerbocker Ave with me. First off, before I get into anything, I want to say Merry Christmas to those that celebrate. Hope you and yours enjoy your holiday season. And second of all, you know what I got to say next. Press like for your favorite panel. Share it as always, Kevin. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so you get all notifications when Knicks and Ish goes live. Give the gift this holiday season of Knicks and Ish to a friend near you. You know what I mean? Word. So, it was a very interesting Christmas game. And yes, as Knickerbocker said, no league in the NBA is safe, especially when you're playing the New York Knicks. And as I previously stated, the 20-point lead is not safe against this New York Knicks team. New York Knicks over the Cleveland Cavaliers on Christmas Day, 126-124. Knickerbocker Ave, take it away. Give me your initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts is that was a fun game to watch. It had my heart, my heart racing a couple of times. I mean, it was like, and every time you saw Cleveland started to hit threes, I mean, the game started like shit. I mean, there's no way to get around it. The game started
2
like
for 15. 2 for the first 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Shooting from downtown, it was just bad. But in the second quarter, the Knicks turned it around. Came back from, I think they were down by as many as 14, and then they took the lead. Took a 2-point lead going into halftime. Then Cleveland just turned on the Jets, started, and the Knicks was just turning the ball over too much. Then we lost Josh Hart, and then as second we lose Josh Hart is when all of a sudden we've been praising his name repeatedly on this platform, and somebody else just did it in the chat, and I want you to keep give a huge round of applause for my man Tyler Kolek. What a game from him.
I think I can speak for sis today. Shout out to the rest of the Knicks are Ish Panel, Sis, Mrs. Knicks, Kev, Tea Time. Hope you and your families is enjoying your holidays and having a happy, Merry Christmas. You know what I mean, yo. But listen, Tyler Coley. The importance of Tyler Coley cannot be stressed here on Knicks and Ish enough. And again, when guys get minutes and get a chance to show you what they're capable of, you get to start to see things. And one thing I'm starting to see is the consistency of Tyler Coley. Not only passing the ball, but now the emergence of Tyler Coley's three-point shot. Because them three-pointers that he hit was clutch in the fourth quarter of today's game to bring the Knicks back to within three and force Cleveland to use the timeout because the Knicks was on a 17-4 run during that fourth quarter. I don't know if y'all was watching the game. It was a 17-4 run, and Tyler Coley came down there and hit a clutch three-pointer to close the gap because they was up by 16 in the fourth. So, again, once players get a chance to show you what they're capable of, now you get to see, like, listen, Tyler Coley, man, doing the job.
All right, so today is the Christmas gift that keeps on giving because on the road as we speak, we will welcome in the First Lady of Knicks and Ish.
Yes.
Knicks.
Yeah.
Where's the heart at? Let me see the heart first. Come on, put the heart up, you know.
I can't. I'm holding my phone.
Oh,
You don't have one or
okay.
the other. It's all good.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
What up,
But
y'all?
yeah, not much. But yeah, you come on. Let me hear your initial thoughts on the game.
Belt to ass in the fourth motherfucking quarter by Tyler Coley. Tyler Coley has, oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say because I'm looking at it like we playing like shit. This game is getting out of hand. And then JC and Tyler Coley take over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this guy is built for New York. You're doing it in New York, in the Garden, on Christmas Day, on national TV. Yeah, we have a superstar in the making, y'all. I mean, it was fun to watch. The majority of the game, I was frustrated. I'm not going to hold you. But the Knicks, as always, keep the game at hand, at arm's reach, and attack when the time is right. And the time is always right when it's time to win games. It was.
Well,
I'm glad my Christmas hasn't been ruined. Let's say that.
well, there is a commotion going on right outside here in New York City because not fucking time, ladies and gentlemen, he's the Knicks and he is back, the co-host of Knicks and Ish.
Hey! What up, Kev?
What up,
How
Cub?
y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What
Merry
up,
Christmas.
Cub?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. How's everything?
Can't forget that Christmas tree, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Good, y'all. What's goody? How y'all doing?
Everything is good, man.
What a fucking game, huh?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me your initial thoughts. Go ahead.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, it was a tough first half. You know, they started off slow in the first quarter. I think we was down at 1 point 16-3 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
We just came out slow. We weren't hitting shots. Our defense was suspect. But they picked it up, right? They picked it up in the second half, in the first half. At the end of the second quarter, they picked it up. We came back. I think we was up by like 2 points going into the half. So
Yeah.
they kind of like was going back and forth, fighting all game long. The Cavs came out in the third quarter. I think it was like a 10 or 13-3 run. You know, they came off, it came out quick, and we couldn't find our way, right? But then little by little, here comes Kolek, here comes JB, Josh gets hurt, Jordan Clarkson, Mitchell Robinson, offensive rebounding, grabbing rebounds, Jordan Clarkson hitting shots, taking it to the cup. And then, you know, Tyler Kolek, man, like, what more can you ask for? To me, my favorite play was the defensive stop that he got on a wide open Donovan Mitchell's about to bang it, and he comes out of nowhere, smacks the ball out. I think that was the defensive play of the game. It saved us. It saved us the game. Him hustling down the court to make that play, not giving up.
He deserved the Tims just for that.
Right, like, you know, him hitting shots, 3-point shots. I think he was like 5 for 6 or something like that from the 3-point line. You know, like, hey, this was an all team win. Everybody played a role, and wins like this are always fun to watch. Even in a loss, like you're disappointed. Like in that last game, everybody was out. I wasn't mad at the loss. I said, Jesus, look at how our guys are playing without our starters, with some of them at least. They're playing great basketball. It would have been nice to get the win, but hey, shit happens. And we come back against the Cavs, a pretty decent team, to come back and come back down from 13 in the fourth quarter. We was down 13 points in the fourth quarter with like 8 minutes left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and,
we were down 18 when it was like 10-20. We were down 18, and then
yeah, right. But this one, there you go. So the grit, the fight, everybody playing together, nobody complaining. I mean, yo, kudos to the guys, great win, and that's all you can ask for, man. You know, Merry Christmas to everybody that pulled up in the chat. I haven't been here in a long time. I miss y'all. This was a great game, man. It was a great game.
Absolutely.
Not only a good team, Kev, but you know, the team that everyone said we couldn't beat, you know, the team that was supposed to be better than us last year and this year, you know, that team, that's the team we just beat again.
Yeah, obviously that was a discussion when the schedule was first laid out, that this was supposed to be a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals. So Christmas Day matchup at Madison Square Garden was a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Knicks and the Cavs. The Knicks are holding up their end of the bargain. They're 21-9. The Cavs, they're 2 games over 500. Now, I'm not going to knock on them. They're still a very qualified team, and they gave us a gutsy performance tonight. I mean, Donovan Mitchell had to carry them by himself. Jared Allen had, had some moments. It was nice to see Evan Mobley out there. Darius Garland had a couple of good dimes. I mean, they played a decent game. But if you do not, under any circumstance, neutralize Jalen Brunson and neutralize Karl Anthony Towns and make the other Knicks beat you, which they're going to, because they're that talented. You got to deal with Jordan Clarkson. You have to deal with a Tyler Kolek. You still got to deal with the heart of the city, Josh Hart, who still went down, still took 2 free throws on the way out, and then he walked his ass he hobbled his ass to the locker room, only for him to come back about 10 minutes later. What does this mean? What does this mean? This win mean to you? Fraz, I'll start with you. In terms of big stage, we're playing how we're playing. We're basically not beating ourselves. We're competing on every single game. What does this victory mean right now for you?
For me, this victory really means this, simply put, that again, we've made the case here on Knicks and Ish that no 20-point lead is safe against this New York Knicks team. The kind of firepower that we have on the bench that's being now unlocked and activated is a sight of glory. And these are the kind of games that define a team, especially when it comes playoff time. These type of wins build character, and these type of wins show you that when this team is on point and running on all cylinders, that we can beat anybody. And it's showing more and more each game as guys who normally didn't get a chance to play is getting more playing time, and they giving you 110% out there. They're leaving it on the floor. Like Kolak is consistently averaging 8 assists a game. Like this is not being talked about very much, but it needs to be stressed. You are getting a second and a third Jalen Brunson off the bench and Deuce McBride at that. So like, listen, there's no fall off. This was the one thing that I stressed, and I'm gonna land the plane after this. This was the one thing that I stressed more than anything. There's no fall off now in scoring when Brunson comes off the floor.
Yeah.
Kev.
Yo, that background, that was dope, Av. That was funny. um, but yeah, man, this was a tough one for us. I can't even front like Anna said earlier, right? In the beginning of the game, it was really tough to watch. The defense was flawed. We were struggling making shots, and the guys just really like stuck together and were able to pull this win out. Shout out to them, the bench. Shout out to the coach for making adjustments. The necessary adjustments. Even calling the replays. I think we won two of them, right? If I'm not mistaken,
That is
we
correct.
won both of our replays.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, so that was key. Two good ones too. Um, I mean, what more can you say? What more can you say?
I think it's kind of interesting that 46 points, 46 bench points for the Knicks, and it's only three guys that scored. That was Jordan Clarkson had 25, Tyler Kolek had 16, and Mohamed Diawara had 5. Huck Porty and Robinson both did play, but neither one of them scored. However, 13 rebounds from Mitchell Robinson. I think Uncle Paulie was mentioning that in the chat about that because Doris Burke was talking shit. But Mrs. Knicks, what does this win mean for you at this point?
Nothing. It means nothing to me because this team is inferior to us. I mean, we did what we were supposed to do. As good as a team they are, with the players they have, I still, in my heart, believe we're the better team. So we did, what we were supposed to do. It just was crazy, like on the broadcast, how they were like, "Oh yeah, they gotta feel good. They beat Charlotte and New Orleans," and I said, "Okay, we ain't Charlotte or New Orleans. Like, what was the point of saying that? Because those two teams are ass. They're supposed to have whipped on Charlotte and New Orleans." But yeah, so for me, I mean, the one takeaway I'm gonna take from it is that this team has no quit. This team will always find a way. We hear Jalen and Josh and Macau and Kat always say it. We're gonna find a way, and time again, they prove to us exactly what comes out of their mouth. We find a way. So that's the only takeaway because I don't think Cleveland's that good.
Real quick, my bad. I ain't trying to be rude. I just wanted to shout out Darlene. Merry Christmas, Darlene, in the building. I see you, sis. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Definitely had to give you a shout out real quick. Go ahead, Ab. I'm sorry, man.
I think that this victory, if you asked me 4 months ago what it would have meant huge. But I kind of have to echo the same sentiment that Mrs. Nick said. Cleveland's been in a downward spiral. They're 2 games over 500. They're not holding up their end of the bargain in terms of being an Eastern Conference contender. Right now, it's the Knicks and maybe the Pistons. They're the two best records in the East. And I don't know, I don't watch enough Cleveland basketball for me to tell you exactly what their problem is. Maybe they just coming back to earth. Maybe last year was lightning in a bottle. I don't know. But what does this mean to me? I mean, it's a nice Christmas gift. I appreciate it. I'm thankful. Glad we won. However, I look at Cleveland and it's like, this is not the same Cleveland team that was here last year. This wasn't the same 61-win Cleveland Cavaliers team of last year. This was nowhere near the same team that beat us 4 times in 4 meetings last season. This is not the same Cleveland team. On paper, it might look like him, but it's not them. So, I mean, I'm taking this as just another victory, another one in the win column for the Knicks. I'm happy. I know we're all happy. I know we're all celebrating, and we're enjoying this, this joyous occasion, considering that today is Christmas Day. Our children are all, running around, opening toys, beating each other up right now, and watching Donald and Goofy play basketball while the grown folks are talking Knicks. Anything else we want to add to that?
To be honest with you, man, like I feel like a lot of these teams dealt with a lot of injury. But basically, I think Evan Mobley just came back today. I don't know what it is. Every time guys are hurt, they always come back when they're gonna play the Knicks. It happens with every team. I don't understand it, but it always happens. I think Darius Garland's been hurt too, so I think that's the reason why Cleveland has been a little hit with injuries. But other than that, we all know that Cleveland is a regular season team. They're the regular season champs. You know what I mean? And then come in the first round, they out of here, packed up, swept up out of here. So, Cleveland to me is not somebody that we need to be concerned about. I think, the 2 teams I think that we should be concerned about is the Pistons and obviously the Magic when France come back, because I think those 2 teams are the ones that we haven't played the Pistons yet, but the Magic, they a pain in the ass. They give us a hard time. So, but other than that, I mean, to be honest with you, I think we did what we supposed to do. And I think this year is different, like from last year. You know how like we went like 0 for 10 against all these top contending teams. I feel like this year we're a little bit more well-rounded. I think our bench is a little better than last year. Our bench last year was like wishy-washy. You didn't know what you was gonna get from them. But this year is a little different. I think we're gonna be able to match well against all these teams, even in the West. You saw we played San Antonio. We gave them work, and I think we're gonna play them soon. And within the next few weeks, I think. So, that's gonna be to me. I think that's gonna be a good test for us, San Antonio.
Well, the test does begin because the Knicks are back in action on Saturday night in Atlanta, Monday night in New Orleans, and you just referenced the Spurs. We play them on New Year's Eve in San Antonio.
Right.
And then you'd also mentioned the Pistons. We play them Monday, January 5th in Detroit. That's the first meeting. We do not play Orlando anymore. I think we finished.
Yeah. I think we split with Orlando, right?
We're finished with Orlando.
Yeah.
We finished with Orlando and Miami.
Yeah. So we're done with the Florida team. And
what happened to Crybaby Tony? Homie was a no-show, huh?
No, he pulled up.
He pulled up.
He actually did
pull up. And so to kind of give you a brief synopsis, a bet has been placed between he and the Parlay Lord for $200. And the bet is that Miami will not make the playoffs. They have to see within 1 through 6. Because 7 through 10 is play-in. It's not the playoffs.
Right.
And then Tone added an additional $100 that the Knicks will get it knocked out in the first round.
Wow.
So if he's watching or he watches this later, I'm reconfirming this for you, Tone. So that way you say that we're not going to delete this. We're still waiting for the invitation.
No, don't worry. I've already made arrangements.
Okay.
He already knows.
All right. So we're
I'm
reconfirming
with
this
it.
here on
No,
Christmas
there's
Day.
no
Merry
back.
Christmas to you, sir, and to you and yours.
There's no backing out from this. No. The parlay lord doesn't back out of bets. No. All those who know how I bet, Kev know. He'll tell you. Nets fans don't want to bet with the parlay lord. He knows this. All right. Let's be real. All right. But at the end of the day, like I said, don't worry. The parlay lord will be back here live later on in the year to let y'all all know when he collects from Big Tone. All right? Because I'm telling you, if you think the Knicks are not going to advance past the first round with Jalen Brunson running the show, man, put down whatever you smoking, gang. For real. He's the reason why this team has progressed year on year on year in the playoffs.
And let me add this part. If you think that we're not going to win, not only with Jalen Brunson, but with Tyler Kolek, who is a ball handler, who clearly is up for the task at hand, who takes the pressure off of JB, because JB can literally be the two guard on the court when Tyler is there. So if you think that any team is going to stop JB and beat us, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Because what everyone said we didn't have last year, we got it this year in Tyler Kolek.
Kind of hard to argue with that, doesn't it? Look, we're gonna cut this short, ladies and gentlemen. We're only gonna do 30 minutes. We all have Christmas plans. We all want to spend time with our families, as do each and every one of you. So real quick, every one of you, if you have any Christmas wishes that you want to shout out to our beloved panel, our beloved chat, our followers, people who've come with us for so long. Randu, what's good, my brother? If there's any holiday wishes that you want to issue out to the panel, to the chat, to all our subscribers, Mrs. Nix, I'll start with you because I know you're on the road.
I just want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Hug your loved ones, tell them you love them. Tomorrow's never promised, and I say that because, just to share something personal, my daughter's best friend, who I knew since he was 2 years old, passed away the day after Christmas. I don't know how many years ago at this point, 10 years ago. And so, just saying you love someone has always been important to me. So from me to my panel, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have given me a voice. Y'all have encouraged me to be better at what I do. To the chat, we absolutely appreciate all the love we get from y'all game after game after game. When it was 200 subscribers, we're almost at 900 as of today. So we, Knicks and Ish, we appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in. The show is just going to get better. We're just getting started. Enjoy y'all families. We love y'all.
Fraz?
I just want to say I hope everyone is at home being lazy for a day for once, enjoying their loved ones, enjoying time off of work, and just taking time out to just take it all in, be thankful, be humbled, and, just continue to be grateful for things. I'm always been grateful for the Knicks and Edge panel as well as this platform in general because it allows me to be me, who I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way I know how to be. So much love to my panel, my brothers, and my big sis. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't be me if I wasn't here. I wouldn't be able to be me. Like that's the key. You know what I mean? Like be yourself. Be who you are intended to be. You know what I mean?
Kev, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. My bad. My battery was low, so I'm over here charging the phone. Yeah, just happy holidays to everybody. Hope everybody's safe, enjoying time with family. Life is short. Hug everybody you love. Tell everybody you love them, like Anna said, and appreciate life because life is short, and you never know when it's your time to go. So, appreciate everybody. Shout out to Tea Time. Appreciate him because he's the one that gave me the first opportunity to run Knicks and Dish with you guys. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on, mommy. Hold on, mommy. I got you. He the one that got me started with this and let me speak my mind with the Knicks, and I was able to meet great people like you guys and have y'all part of my life. So I'm very appreciative for Tea Time and everything that he's done for us, with the show, and appreciate you guys, Fraz, Anna, Av. Appreciate y'all always and forever. Y'all my people's family. And everybody in the panel, all the subscribers, new ones, old ones, we appreciate you every time y'all pull up. Even if you don't pull up and watch later, we appreciate you anyway. Thank you for helping us build this platform. Thank you for supporting us. Um, Thanks to the Knicks for giving us what y'all giving us because it's been a long time and we haven't, these past 4 or 5 years, we've been able to appreciate good basketball. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Leon Rose, the front office. And Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Love everybody.
Merry Christmas to you, sir. Um, for me, I want to wish a special Merry Christmas. First of all, to my family, my loved ones, and that includes all of you. I love each and every one of you for always showing up, for always giving us your energy, even when we don't want to sometimes, because sometimes these games be on late. um, to my family, my wife, my children, my parents, everyone, and of course the New York Knicks, without a doubt. Kev, you took my thunder in that one. Thank you for giving us, such a time to be a Knick fan, and of course my fellow Knick fans and Knick haters. Thank you. I'm very thankful. Obviously, I'm more thankful to the reason why Christmas even exists. Lord Almighty, happy birthday, Father. But at the same time, I'm very thankful that we get to do this night in, night out, and we will be back on Saturday night when the Knicks put belt to ass on them dirty birds down south.
Yo,
So,
one thing before we leave, right? I am very grateful for Mitchell Robinson and him learning how to hit free throws. Thank you, God, Lord, Mitchell Robinson. Thank you, Lord. Jesus Christ, thank you, Lord. You have been hearing our cry from afar. I am so thankful for finally hitting free throws. I 9 or what? Wow, I'm so proud of you, bro. I'm so proud of you.
Wait. Hold on, real quick. I just want to say, no, dog, man. You the sis because you've been here since day one rocking with us, and you are one of our longest standing subscribers, if not the longest. So that's why I always take time to make sure I shout you out, darling. So you already know the rivalry, sis. It's always love over here from the panel. That's why.
love you,
You know what I
Darlene.
mean? Facts. Always, darling.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude Knicks and Nation. It's a very short version of Knicks. However, we understand it's Christmas Day. Let's go home. Let's spend time with our families. For tea time, I don't know where you are, brother, but Merry Christmas to you, brother. We love you. We miss you. We hope
Facts.
we see you soon. Until Saturday night, for the First Lady, Mrs. Nix, for Kev, our co-host, for the Parlay Lord Fraz Taz, I'm your boy, the infamous one, Knickerbocker Ave, wishing you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, have a blessed one, enjoy your time with your families, and as always, go Knicks and keep talking that ish, New York.
Hit the outro.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives, I'm cleaning the ratchet up. Do it all from boom bap to melody rap. Think I'll put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it.